journey begin. Who win this year's championship? Come feel the heat of this dream. Witness the strength and confidence of those who face these challenges, cause in the end we all win. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Everybody sing. The ball has hit the bat, whoa, whoa. Fielders are running to catch it. Is a 6 or will it be a 4? We scream, we roar, oh my god, the tension soar. The pressure, the skill on display is amazing, what can I say? Let the claps run in millions, as if cricket is our religion. Let's go. If you wanna be the best, play with courage and confidence. Level up your game to be prominent. Don't forget it's your time to shine. Play tough but remember to be kind. Let's see who tops at the finish line. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League.
All right, game number 5 of the Insurance Cricket Premier League 2023 Season 10 between Lockton and Aeon. Santosh leading the Lockton boys and Satish leading the Aeon boys. We have the umpire with the coin. Tails. Heads is the call. Lockton, you won the toss. What do you want to do?
We will bat first.
Any reason for batting?
The pitch seems to be nice and hard. I think the ball will come onto the bat very nicely. There might be a little bit of movement because of the wind, but I think after this first 6 overs, the ball will become a little old, and I think it would not move as much, and I think our batsmen could capitalize on that.
Okay, what sort of a score are you looking to put on? You already saw one team put on 200 plus in the first game. What sort of score are you looking to put on this time?
We're looking for 200 plus as well, but I think 180 and above should be enough for our bowlers to contain, but we'll do the best we can, but 200 is the minimum that we are targeting.
Anyway, thank you for that. And Satish, okay to bowl first on this wicket?
Yes. It's okay. Unfortunately, we lost the toss, so it's okay. We will chase whatever they will make. And as we are playing against Lockton first time, so it's depend on the score. So accordingly, we'll make the plan and we'll do the needful.
And first game of the season, how have the boys gelled up, and how has been the team talk and the gearing up towards this tournament?
It happens like every year. Like the first match, honestly, nobody is ready properly, and that. So it depends. Like okay, once we started, then we will make speed. But now, as of now, okay, it's depend on the today's match. Accordingly, we will know like okay where we are and how we have to do for the next match and this match as well.
Anyway, let's take it one game at a time. All the best and all the best for the game today. And the toss now, Lockton wins the toss and elects to take strike first. Both the captains happy with what they got. And let's see what happens. Game action coming in the next few minutes. Stay tuned. Thank you.
and to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
That is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Welcome to the coverage of the Insurance Cricket Premier League 2023 Season 10 between Lockton and Aeon. Lockton captain winning the toss and wanting to take first strike. Both of some heavyweights in the team who can tonk the ball hard. We'll have to see how do they come up. Earlier seen in the day when Salama put up a tall score of 238 and had a comprehensive 147 run victory over NASCO. Santosh, the captain, taking strike along with his batting partner Saad. Ahmed to start the bowling for his side. As we have a look at Santosh's stats. Santosh, 19 matches, 536 runs. Ahmed to bowl the first ball. Outside off stump, cuts this one towards the cover region, misfield there, and a boundary to start off with. Faisal, the wicket keeper. Shot outside off stump. Have a look at it. Ahmed coming short outside off stump. Rocks back, cuts it through covers. Fielder misfields there. And this races away to the boundary. This Alia Insurance title sponsor for this event. This time drives this down the ground. The man at mid-off misfields again. So allows the batsman to come back for for a singles rather. So 5 runs to the total. Much better delivery, inviting the drive, but Aeon needs to make sure that the fielders are there in the right positions and manage to restrict them as much as possible. As this one on the pads, asking for an LBW, not to be. Wait for the umpire signal. He calls it a leg by. Score moves on to 6 and brings Santosh on to strike. As you look, Santosh on strike again, drives this down the ground, and the man at long off, man at mid off being sent back to long off, keeps it down to a single. Saad, 9 matches, 236 runs, strike rate of 118. Santosh missing his, dropping his bat on the way to the run, retrieves it back. Score moves on to 7. Very important for Ahmed to make sure he gives a good start to his team. Because they could be chasing a tall score. Up to the batsman, flicks it down towards square leg, the ball going into the boundary. So Saad too coming into the runs now. He starts off with the boundary. 4 of 2 balls. Score moves on to 11. With 1 ball to go in the first over. Right up to the batsman. Probably the wrong line. And Saad sends this towards the square leg boundary. And with the ball being hard and the field restrictions on, there's always a chance. Ahmed has played 12 matches, taken 7 wickets. This one again down leg side. Asking for an LBW, more an optimistic one, not to be. End of the over. 12 for the loss of no wicket. Sorry, rather 11.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Right arm over the wicket. Full toss down the ground, plays it towards long off. The man there keeps it down to a single. Arun, the fielder. Down leg side, wide, good take by the keeper. The ball dying down on him. Half volley, draws it down towards mid-on, takes a single. Score moves on to 14. Plays it over the man at mid-on. Couple of bounces into the fence. Half volley. Plays it coming onto the bat nicely. He just needs to clear the infield, and with those broad shoulders, you can have a look at it. Up to him, just drives down the ground, over the man at mid-on, 2 bounces, and over the fence she goes. This one short of length. Batsman going back and playing it back towards the bowler, corrects his length this time. Score moves on. Score is 18 to 1.4 overs. This time over the man at covers, racing away towards the bound for a maximum. .24 for the loss of no wicket. Santosh racing to 17. .24 for the loss of no wicket. This time driving it down the ground for a single. He moves on to 18 at the end of 2 overs. 25 for the loss of no wicket. 14 runs coming off this over. So quick start. This time he's bowled him. Saad chancing his arm again. Better bowling this time from Arun. keeps it up to the batsman. He knows if he misses, he's going to get a wicket, and he does that. So first hit for the Lockton team. They lose Saad, their opener. He's bowled by Arun. Let's have a look. Fluent action. Wrist spinner. The googly comes in, beats him all ends up, and see you later. Saad. Sham, the new man, coming at number 3, replacing Saad, who was just bowled of the bowling of Arun. Stats दिखा इसके भी दिखा, फिर अरुण के भी दिखाना, अगर अरुण के दिखा सकता है तो. Last ball of the third over coming up. As we look at Sham's career, 13 matches, 85 runs, strike rate of 81.73. Arun coming to bowl the last ball of the over. Rocks back and plays this towards covers. No run there. End of a good over. 5 runs coming off it. A successful one. End of Rather 6 runs coming of that. 5 of the bowler and a leg by. 31 for 1 at the end of 3. Arun carrier stats. 3 matches, 4 wickets, economy of 6 runs. And these are good figures when you are a leg spinner. You always are in the game. There's a chance of you going for a few runs, but you also are in the hunt of wickets. He's already got 1. He will want more today. His captain will be looking up to him. Ram, the bowler, on the pads, sends this towards a square leg boundary. No protection there. Full toss onto the pads. Santosh just helping its way onto the square leg boundary for 4 more runs. He moves on to 22. Score moves on to 35. Let's have a look. Off spinner, full toss onto the pads. Pretty straight. Ram has played 11 matches, 10 wickets, economy of 7.73. Plays this one down the ground. The fielder there at long on, keeps it down to a single. Man at long off pretty straight. And just enough time to come and cut that one. Sham this time rocks back and plays it towards covers again. The second time he's done that. He needs to be more sure with his footwork. Oh, better off if he plays in front. Again rocks back and plays this. He's losing that momentum that he has to gain. He manages to sneak a single and get off strike. He's 1 of 3 balls. Santosh batting 23 of 12. This is what Satish should sense and try to put more pressure and get a few dot balls by bowling to Sham rather than Santosh. Foolish delivery, thinking it's a wide, but not to be. So 6 runs of the over so far. Last ball coming up. Comes back after that boundary. Gave away the first ball. Want to finish this one much better. Again, this is what you got to do. Invite the batsman to drive. The man at short cover coming around to try to stop the single. Doesn't manage 1 run. 7 runs of the over. 38 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 4 overs. 25 runs coming of the first 2 and 13 coming of the next 2. So they need to get the guys to string a few dot balls and a few quiet overs. Much better if they get a wicket or so. And if they manage to get their captain Santosh, can have a good effect on the remaining batting lineup. As Arun tossed up delivery right up to the batsman. This is a good contest that we got to see. Arun bowling to Santosh. Santosh very composed, but Arun, a wily old spinner. It looks like he bowls a lot. He's played a lot of league games. Backs himself. He's a wrist spinner. He bowled the leg break so far. Again, this one over the bowler's head. The man at long on does well to keep it down to a single. That's much better fielding this time. That's what is expected from Aeon fielders. They need to back their bowlers who are bowling. If they're bowling well, can't let those runs. A good chance to string in a few dot balls with Arun bowling to Sham. Backs away. No contact whatsoever. We're into the 5th over of the power play, 6th over power play. This time under edges this one, beats the keeper, ball racing towards the fine leg boundary. Cut off within the boundary line. Umpire suggesting there was no bat involved, so 2 more byes. So he bowled 3 leg breaks. Would be interesting if he goes in for the googly this time. In another misfield, but just 1 run added there. Santosh coming down the track. Santosh has to be calculative here. He knows that Arun is not going to continuously keep bowling. He's just bowled 1 and probably another 1 more. So he has enough time to take on the rest of the bowlers. This time cuts this towards point, but unable to stop the singles. End of the over. 42 for 1 at the end of 5 overs. Man outside of the bowling of Arun. Arun's 2 overs, he's given away 8 runs and taken 1 wicket.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
That is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Full toss, plays it towards fine leg. Fielder giving the chase. And unable to stop, using his feet all the time. Never uses his hands. Fielding is all about reaching the ball and using your hands, not about reaching and using your feet. Ran around the ball. This time under edges this one towards short cover. And another misfield. Comedy of errors out there. Both the batsmen taking off at the wrong time for a single. And to make worse, the fielder to misfielding, losing an opportunity to effect a run out. This time under edging towards short fine, a chance of a run out, another miss by the wicket keeper. So it's all happening out there. Batsman giving up on the run. Fielder doing the right thing by throwing it on the bounce. Let's have a look at the replay again. Two chances going out, begging in the last 2 balls. This time backing away, playing it towards short covers. Both the batsmen now deciding they're not going to go for the run. Let's have a look at the replay again of the previous run out chance missed. This time drives it towards covers. No run there. Chance of miss. Fine leg पे था. ठीक है छोड़ अभी छोड़ बाद में दिखा. This time Sham rocking back, but luckily he doesn't hit the stumps. Faisal just getting hit on the arm. End of the over, 46 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 6 overs. Let's have a look at that run out chance missed. Clive as Arun to start his third over. He'll be hoping to get the wicket of Santosh, who's struggling a bit, and have to see what kind of approach he uses. Is he ready to play him out, or is he going to go behind? Rocks back and cuts this towards covers. No run there. Comes on the wicket. Chance of a stumping is that. Is it out? Not out, says the umpire. Side on angle से लेना ना. यहाँ से तो लग रहा है, but side on angle जब तक नहीं हो तब तक नहीं दिखेगा. वापस दिखा, वापस दिखा. साइड का कैमरा नहीं चल रहा है. हाँ
वो भी गए ना चेक करना है, वही चेक कर रहे हैं. आगे मतलब मार रहे हैं तो पता अंदर आ गया.
बहुत difficult है देना. साइड कैमरा नहीं चल रहा ना.
वो गए ना भी चेक करना है.
हाँ
वो गए हुए वहाँ पे, वो साइड वाला कैमरा ये स्टक हुआ हुआ है ना, ये वाला कैमरा.
डिसीजन के बाद रखने का क्या मतलब यार. But Santosh surviving a stumping chance. Won't want to carry on. कैमरा क्यों नहीं चला वो बताओ ना. फायदा क्या कैमरा रखने का अगर हम उसको यूज ही नहीं कर पा रहे. Okay, come back. This time plays it towards covers. No run there. Arun to continue his ball. 4 balls in this over, given away single. Unlucky that the keeper missed the stumping of the previous ball. This time plays it in the air towards the mid-wicket region. 1 run added to the total. Score moves on to 48 with the last ball of the 7th over coming up. Plays it in the air, chance of a catch, but the man at point just too far from that. End of the over. Takes a single of that. Score at the end of 7 overs, 49 for the loss of 1 wicket as we take a break. To continue. He's come into his third over. Over number 8, Santosh taking strike. Plays it down the ground for a single. Sham comes down the ground, takes it on the full, sends it towards the mid-wicket area for a single. Santosh takes it, sends it towards short cover. Good fielding out there. Playing on the full, sends it towards the long on boundary. A welcome boundary for Lockton. They had been locked down for quite some time in between with Arun and Ram, but Santosh finally managing to break free. You can clearly see Santosh is struggling out there, something to do with his arm. He's holding his arm, clutching his arm as soon as he played after he played that stroke. Gets 4 runs for that. Shot this time, plays it towards long on for a single. Score moves on to 56. See, coming towards the end of the 8th over. Sham takes another one, plays of the inner half of the bat towards square leg. The man at square leg coming into and fielding the ball, keeps it down to a single. End of over number 8. Score moves on to 57. Santosh batting 34 of 25, and Sham now slowly and steadily trying to get some runs under his belt. He's 9 of 16. Let's see what does Arun come up with. Tossing this one outside the off stump. Shah missing that one into the keeper's gloves. No run there. This time plays it in the air and a catch being taken. Man at long on doing the catching. End of Sham's innings is Newman in at number 4, 57 for 2. Looping the one down the leg stump, plays it down towards square leg. Single to the total. Score moves on to 58. Suchit the Newman coming at the fall of Sham. Down leg side, wide again. Score moves on to 59. A rare error by Arun. Slightly flat in the air, chance of a catch. And a drop. Fifth ball of the over, tries to cut this one into the keeper's gloves. Last ball of the over, last ball of Arun's spell. He's bowled well. He should have gotten Santosh out twice, but not to be. A stumping miss and a chance of a catch in the air. But let's hope he gets the one and he plays this one back. Batsman sneak in a single there. So end of his spell, 4 overs, 15 runs and taken 2 wickets. At the end of 9 overs, 61 for the loss of 2 wickets.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Rakesh to Santosh, to Suchit, wants to cut this one. Run rate that was 12.5 at the end of second over has now dropped to 6.78 at the start of this over. So a lot of dot balls have brought that run rate down to nearly half of what they were. And that's a good comeback from the Aeon boys. This one onto the pads, waiting for the umpire signal, calls it a wide. Suchit is coming down the track. Suchit taking strike. Rakesh cuts this one towards third man, the ball racing towards the boundary, stops inside the boundary line, so 2 more runs added to the total. इंडिया के मैच में इंडिया बैटिंग कर रहा 30 for no loss, 2.3. This one again down the leg side, being called a wide. Score 65 for 2. Again cuts this one. The man at point doing well, unable to stop the single. So 1 more run, 66. सत्रह रन आए दूसरे ओवर में से 3 बॉल में रोहित शर्मा 15, 8 शुभमन गिल और 8 वाइड, 8 एक्स्ट्रास. Now this wanting to take that risky run, not to be. Score remains on 66. Rakesh coming to bowl the 5th ball of the over. Santosh drives this towards long off. Arun, the fielder there, keeps it down to a single. Last ball of the 10th over coming up will be towards the halfway stage at the end of this ball. Plays it back towards the bowler. End of the over. End of 10 overs. 67 for the loss of 2 wickets. In right arm over the wicket. Comes the ball to Santosh. Full toss. Plays it back towards the bowler. Dipping full toss. So once which is slightly unsure how are you going to play them. Plays it back towards the bowler. Another full toss. Cross batted shot. Towards the mid wicket boundary. 1 run there. Score moves on to 68. Slow one right up to the batsman. Such playing across the line again. You're more better off playing down the ground rather than playing across the line. You still get, at least will get a single for that. This time bowled him, beaten all ends up, playing down the wrong line. A full toss at the base of the stump, and the 3rd wicket to fall for Lockton. Surprising the batsman and the bowler himself. 68 for the loss of 3 wickets. Suchit the man out. Have a look at that. Jumps and bowls at one. Have a look at that. Jumps. Swings it in the air, no feet whatsoever. Wanted to play through the line but missed it, and crashing into middle and off. So the 3rd wicket down. New man Aman. Sam down the leg side to be called a wide. 69 for 3. Wanting to play, plays it late, but into the keeper's gloves. No run there. Last ball of the over coming up. 11th. Takes it on the full, keeps it, jams the bat down, sends it towards square leg for a single. End of 11 overs, 70 for the loss of 3 wickets. Santosh still there. He's batting 37 of 30. Onto the back foot, plays it towards short cover. Onto the pads, plays it towards wide long on. One run added, score moves on to 70. Places towards gully, wanting a single. Partner not interested. Santosh wanted to take strike, but Aman decides against it. Keeps the score to 70. Aman 4 matches, scored 66 runs. Ragish wanting to cut this one. Thought it was a wide, but not to be, within the line. Wants to pull this one, doesn't get any contact. The ball going back towards the bowler, dot ball. Last ball of the over, 71 for 3. Again moving across, wanting to play this one. A quick quiet over, just 2 runs of that. So good comeback by Ragesh. Keeps the score to 71 at the end of 12 overs. The run rate now dropping below 6 runs. Hirin to bowl his second over. Plays this one down towards wide long on. The fielder there keeps it down to a single. Good field placement. Happy to give the single away to Santosh and bring the other batsman on strike. A good thing by the Aon boys. Satish, the captain, maneuvering his troops well so far. Wild swing missed by the batsman and the keeper, so by run added to the total. Brings Santosh back on strike. This time over the bowler's head for a maximum. Has waited too long. He's still in pain. He plays those shots and still grimaces in pain, but he needs to carry on for his side. He moves on to 45 of 33. 8 runs coming of the first 3 balls. Bowling a wide, going down the leg side. The keeper missing this one. The batsman coming back for 2 more, so 3 more runs added to the total. Score moves on to 82. Again onto the pads, this time over mid-wicket. 1 bounce into the fence. Moves on to 49. They onto the pads. Sam down the ground again. A well-made 50 for Santosh. Of 35 balls, shepherding this innings. Chance of an LBW and given out straight on across the line. So Hiren gets another wicket. He's gone for 17 and got 2 wickets. 87 for 4 now. Aman the man out. LBW off the bowling of Hiren. It was always on the cards. Hiren bowls right up to the batsman. So if you miss, it's either going to hit the stumps or if it hits your leg, you are a candidate for LBW. So 4 down, 87 at the end of 13 overs.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Ahmed, the bowler, coming to bowler's second over. He's gone for 10 in the first over. Jammed it down. No run there. This time Santosh drives it down the ground. There's Arun who's on long off. Keeps it down to a single. Ahmed to Farhan. Drives this down towards long off again. Arun the fielder. Keeps it to another single. Score moves on to 88. Full toss. Plays it down towards long on this time. The men at long off and long on kept quite busy through this innings. 3 runs coming out the first 4 ball. Farhan on strike. He's 1 of 1. Wide down leg side. Score moves on to 91. They were looking to score around 180. We should be happy to if they reach 150 here with the number of overs that are left. 1 more run to the total. Probably will come back for the second. Come back for a second. So 2 more runs. Score moves on to 93. Last ball of the 14th over. Plays it back towards the bowler. No run. End of the over. 93 for 4 at the end of 14 overs. Farhan के start सिखा रहे हैं ना Farhan playing his first game. He's batting on 3. Santosh now on strike. Start of the 15th over. Hiren to continue, plays it towards the mid-wicket. Chance of a catch there. Dropped and into the fence she goes. Onto the pads. He's not going to hold back. He's going to try to maximize these last 6 overs. Hiren bowling it into the slot, if obliging the bat moving into the hands. The man at mid-wicket. This time towards long off. There's a chance of a catch there, and Arun doesn't miss out. So end of a good innings, and probably the only man who could have taken a catch for Aeon, Arun. He finds him this time. Arun has a hand in the dismissal. He wanted to get him out stumped before, but now in the end manages to hold on to his catch, and that could do some revision to the final score. This time backing away and hoping that it goes over Arun's head, not to be reverse cup that one, and he's out for 56 of 40 balls, a well-made 56. And 97 for 5 is what the score is now. New man, Tausifin. Defenses towards short third man. A single being taken there. Man at point doing the fielding there. Running towards his left side. Score moves on to 98. Full toss. Plays this towards long off. Arun again doing the fielding there. Keeps it down to a single. 99 for 5 at the end of 14.4 overs. Plays it with soft hands and takes a single. So the 100 coming up in the 15th over. 14.5 to be precise at the last ball of the 15th over coming up. Hiren has gone for 24 runs, a touch expensive, but we're happy with the 3 wickets that he got, more so that he could see the back of Santosh was still at some in the air. Wait and watch, where does this go? Over the man at mid-wicket. 2 more to the total. The fielder overrunning there. Unable to take that one. So 102 for 5 at the end of 15. Hiren completes 3 overs. He's given away 26 runs, but taken, more importantly, he's taken 3 wickets for his team. coming in to bowl his third over. 102 for 5. Full toss, plays it towards point region. Ball going into the boundary. Takes it slightly higher on the bat, but good enough. Opens the face of the bat. The man at gully had no chance once it beats the infield. Sam again opens the face of the bat towards the point region. The fielder this time alert, keeping it down to 2. Score moves on to 108. Sam onto the pads, asking for an LBW. Height is the issue, is what the umpire is saying. Sam over the bowler's head. Ahmed decides to back away. Doesn't want to injure himself, so a single to the total. Score moves on to 110. In onto the pads this time. Umpire calls it a wide. In the air, dropping short of the fielder at mid-wicket. One more run added to the total. 112 for 5. Last ball of the 16th over coming up. Short ball, plays it towards the mid-wicket region. Both the fielders had come quite in, so by the time they backtracked, the ball had already crossed the fence. So 4 more runs. Have a look at the LBW question. In front of the stumps, umpire thinks that it was going above. The foolish delivery. Hiren coming to bowl his last over. Single of the first ball. Full toss. Plays it towards third man. The fielder giving the chase. We'll have to wait and watch whether he comes back for second. Just take one, so one more run added. Score moves on to 118. Now another 22 balls left in the innings. Really want to get another 40 odd to just to keep it. This is not going to help. Plays across the line. Here in slowing it up and bowling it out just beyond the reach of the batsman. Toss if not able to make any contact. Dot ball, score remains on 118. Another good dot ball, this time slightly further up. Played it late and missed the ball, so no run added there. Fifth ball of his over. Now this time comes down the track, plays it towards the mid-wicket region. come back for 2 more runs. Last ball of the over, last ball for his spell. 120 for 5. Onto the pads. Is this the one? Again saying that this is going down leg side. Probably pitching outside leg. So end of the over.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Farhan batting 12 of 8, Mohammad batting 13 of 11. Beating the outside edge. भाई आवाज लगा पीछे बंदे बैट कर रहे होते, क्या मजाक कर रहे होते? उसको बोल, अंपायर को बोलो जो पीछे 2 जन बैटिंग कर रहे हैं उसको हटाएं वहां से. This time trying to play a long handle shot, manages to just get a single. In the air, chance of a catch depends, just falls in no man's land. And another single to Tausif. Score moves on to 122. Down leg side, wide being called, and another extra run. So Ragish, guilty of bowling it down the leg side, gives away 2 more extra runs and has to re-bowl that ball. They'll want to bowl minimum balls and give minimum chances to the batsman to score. Edges this one, goes towards the third man boundary. Chase for the fielder. Just managing to foot it inside. Saving 2 runs for his team. Could be valuable at the end of this game or in the context of the tournament. .126 for 5 at the 18th over. 4 balls completed. Some shot, plays it in the air, going towards the mid-wicket region, chance of a catch, but again another one goes begging. 2 more runs to the total. Score moves on to 128, last ball of the 18th over. Ragish creating those chances, but nobody there to hand those ones. Plays this towards covers, 1 run there. End of the 18th over, 129 for 5. Start of the 19th over. Single of the first ball. Ram coming to complete his quota of 4 overs. Undercutting this one into the keeper's hand, no run there. 130 for 5, 10 balls remaining. Ideally would want another 20 more to get that score to 150 and get that psychological advantage. 180 was on this time. Chance of a catch, dropping short of Arun. Doesn't risk that one, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 131. Quick single towards short covers. Chance of a run out. Appeal for that, but umpire strikes it down. Single added to the total. Score moves on to. Finally they go upstairs for a run out check. Go one frame front. Back again, back again. Let's have a look. Bat is in the air. The stumps are broken. Bat is in the air, it's out. The batsman had not grounded his bat while attempting to get inside the crease and loses his wicket. So the 6th wicket down. Finally managed to break this partnership. It's going well for Lockton. Nadeem, the new man. Nadeem on strike. (131 for 6). Drives it back towards the bowler. No run. Batsman plays it towards long off for a single, wanting the second. End of the over. Ahmed to bowl the last over of the innings. Plays it towards third man. The man at short third, giving the chase. Will he manage to keep it? No, does he? Signals it's a boundary. So welcome runs for Lockton. Score moves on to 136. He gives the chase, tries to stop it with his boot, but the ball still trickles onto the fence, and 4 runs added to the total. 136 for 9. Nadeem moves on to 5 of 3. This time again in the air towards mid-wicket. Drops in no man's land, and they jog back for 2. Score moves on to 138. 4 more balls remaining in the innings. This time plays this towards covers. 1 run completed. One more run added. Score moves on to 139. 3 more balls. Mohammad batting well. He's on 20 of 17. Will want a couple of clean strikes now. This time plays it towards mid-wicket. 1 run added. Wanting the second, but so managed to get 140. Just another couple of balls. If they can see, they can get close to 150 or more. Place it in the air towards long on. 1 run completed. Depends on how quick they are, but they come back for the second. So 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 142. He's already given away 40 runs of the 3.5 overs he's bowled without taking a wicket. Ahmed, he'll want to finish it with a wicket more. So 142 is what they scored. Last ball of the innings coming up. A neat little cameo from Nadeem coming into the last over. He scored 10 of 6. Let's see how much he gets of the ball. Again, plays it in the air. There's a fielder coming under it. Is there a chance of a catch? 1 more run added. Let's see if they come back for 2. Going back for the second. Chance of a run out. Waiting for the signal. Again, going upstairs. Is he late? He brings his bail. Bat down. Breaks the stumps. The batsman out of his crease. The bail's off the groove and it's out. So 1 run completed. 1 more run added to the total. So they finish at 143 for 7 at the end of their 20 overs. Nadeem managing to get a single of the last ball as we have a look at the scorecard. We start off with Santosh, the captain, who played a good innings. He was out, caught by Arun off the bowling of Hiren for 56 of 40. Saad Ahmed was bowled by Arun 9 of 7. Sham Chitade caught Ahmed, bowled Arun for 9 of 18. And then Hiren coming in to take a couple of more wickets. He got Suchit out for 5 of 9. Aman Sohail 1 of 9. He got them bowled and LBW. Farhan Asif was run out in the 19th over. After 14 of 12, Mohammad Tosif remained not out, 21 of 18, and the last man, Nadeem Siddiqui, out 11 of 7 balls. So they're finishing at 143, 17 extras in the innings. As we see the bowling card of AON Insurance. Ahmed Kabir, 4 overs, 41 runs, no wicket. Ragish Menon, 4 overs, 31 runs, no wicket. Arun Taneja, the pick of the bowlers, 4 overs, 15 runs, 2 wickets. Ram Prakash, 4 overs, 22 runs, no wicket. And Hiren Tanna going for 30 runs in his 4 overs and collecting 3 wickets. Fall of wickets. First wicket fell at the score of 31, second at 57, third at 68. 87 is when they got the 4th wicket. 5th wicket fell at 97. 131 was the 6th wicket when it fell down, and the last wicket falling on the last 7th wicket falling on the last ball of the innings at 143. So 144 is what AON Middle East requires to win this contest, and we'll have a break and we'll come back in a few minutes from now.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
That is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Welcome back as the chase gets underway. Aeon needing 44 runs of the 20 overs at 7.20. Fahad and Arun opening the innings for their side. Mirza, the new bowler, is going to bowl the first ball of the innings. Asking for an LBW decision and a leg bye being stolen. Probably going down leg side, still having a word with the umpire. We have an injury straight away. Let's have a look at the replay. Going down leg side, jams his hand. Welcome back after a break. After the first ball and an injury to the wicketkeeper, there's a change in wicketkeeper. He's gone off. He must have been bleeding as Arun taking strike to the second ball of the innings. Defends this one. Back to the bowler. Third ball. Mirza coming into bowl, right arm over the wicket, onto the pads, asking for another decision. Chance of a run out at the non-strikers end. It's all happening, and another throw into the back of the non-striker, Fahad. So no run there. Plays this one towards short mid wicket, takes a single, completes the run. Score moves on to 2. Another one, this time dancing down the wicket, trying to coming down the wicket and trying to meet the ball, not successful. Keeps the score down to 2. Last ball of the first over coming up. Wide down leg side, well taken by the keeper. Score moves on to 3. Comes down the wicket, plays it over the man at mid-on. One bounce into the fence he goes. Score moves on to 7 at the end of first over. So Fahad here trying to break the shackles. He managed to get one boundary at the last ball of the first over. Okay, dancing down the wicket, across the line, full-blooded shot. One bounce over the long-on boundary for 4.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Arun on strike, Suchit to bowl the second over, partnering Mirza. Arun on strike. Suchit, Arun के stats सिखाना, Suchit के stats सिखाना. I will look at Arun's stats. 3 matches, 40 runs, opening the innings. Strike rate of 102. They will need him to score big today if they need to get over the line. Beaten outside the off stump, trying to cut this one. Doesn't get any sort of connection. Suchit 14 matches, 17 wickets, 7.57. Not a bad this time. Plays it back towards the bowler. No run there. Seven for the loss of no wicket, needing another 137 runs. This time cuts this one towards the point fence. There's a fielder stationed there for that shot. Keeps it down to a single. Come back for 2 on time. So 2 more runs added to the total. Score moves on to 9. The fielder's got to be alert. They need to stop every run there. They're only defending a total of less than 150. This time cuts this one again. The man at the fielder at the fence quite alert this time, keeping it down to a single. Score moves on to 10. 10. Only defending a score of 144. So unlike Lockton, Aeon is still not. This time coming down the track, playing it towards short covers. Chance of a run out missed. 1 more run added. So Fahad showing his intentions. He wants to take the attack to the opposition. He's come down the track a couple of times. He managed to get a boundary of the previous over. This time just manages a single. Lockton had scored 25 in the first 2 overs. At the moment, after 1.5, Aeon is on 11. They need to make use of the power play that is there. With the field restrictions on, take a couple of chances. Somebody will have to take that risk. At the moment, it looks like Fahad is the one, and Arun is the one who's going to stick around. Suchit bowling, this time cuts this one again. Fielder at point there to cover up. Unable to stop the double, so 2 more runs added to the total. 13 for no loss at the end of 2 overs. Arun slowly and steadily making sure he gets those singles and doubles going, and then when the time arises would want to Mirza coming into bowl the third over. Fahad plays it down towards backward of square, gets a single. Score moves on to 14. Arun this time down the leg side, asking for an LBW and given. Finally, the umpire heeding to the bowler's advice and gives an LBW. So Arun is out. Given LBW. He's not happy with that. So the first wicket down for Aon Insurance. Arun Taneja. Out LBW. New man in his Ram at number 3. Coming at the fall of Arun Taneja's wicket was out LBW of the bowling of Mirza. And Mirza has finally found some success. 1 for 8 of the 1.2 he has bowled so far. Mirza bowling to Ram. Stays back and defends this one. Back to the bowler. No run there. So look at the LBW playing across on right in front of the stumps. Is always going to be a candidate for that. This time wanting an extra quick run, but not to be. Lockton fielders quite alert. Let's run you through that. Pitching on middle and leg. Is that going down leg side? But the umpire doesn't think so. This time wide outside the off stump. It's called a wide. Trying Mirza appealing for that, trying to deviate the umpire's attention, but not to be. He's firm on that. It's going to be a wide. So score moves on to 15. Time plays it down towards mid-on. Man at long on doing the fielding. 1 run added to the total. Score moves on to 15. Coming to the last ball of the third over. Let's see what Fahad has in mind. He already charged on the wicket last over and got a boundary, and then the ball again comes down the wicket. Unlucky for the bowler. It just missed the off stump. End of the over. 16 for 1 at the end of 3 overs. Mirza 2 overs, 10 runs and 1 wicket. 16 for the loss of 1 wicket. We're in the 4th over. Suchit to start the over. He's given away 6 runs of the first over he bowled. Ram goes onto the back foot. A single denied by Ram. Fahad wanted to take that quick single. It's quite important that both the batsmen communicate well, else they could result in a run out. This time plays it high in the air over the mid wicket. Ball going towards the boundary with the power play in. Only 2 fielders allowed, so they could chance their arm, and Ram decides to go for 1. He gets a boundary, so he's on 5 of 5. Score moves on to 20. They'll need a few more. Have a look at it. Suchit coming in, right arm over, bowls it in the slot. Plays an almighty heave, gets some bat onto that, and it races towards the square leg boundary. This time plonks it again, this time over mid on. The man at long on doing the fielding keeps it down to a single. So Ram has now decided to go and up the antes. 1 more run added. Score moves on to 21. This time bowls them up. Fahad playing across the wrong line and losing his stump. So the second wicket down for Aeon Insurance. They're 21 for 2. The man out, Fahad, bowled by Suchit. Have a look at the replay. Stand and deliver. He misses, and Suchit hits the off pole. A nice little high five with his partner Farhan. So the second wicket down, 21 for 2. Al Mohammad Faisal comes into bat at number 4. Look at Faisal's stats. 18 matches, 409 runs. नहीं ला रहा है क्या खाना? Faisal plays it down towards short mid wicket, takes a single. He is off the mark. Score moves on to 22. Ram batting 6 of 6. Suchit plays it over the bowler's head. Chase for the man at mid-off. 1 run completed. Score moves on to 23. Mirza to bowl his third over. Ram drives this down the ground. The man at long off doing the fielding. Saad keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 24. Cuts this one. The man at gully misfields and the ball races towards the boundary. So welcome boundary for Aon Insurance. Faisal moves to 5 of 2 with that boundary. Have a look at it. Right arm over the wicket. Comes closer to the ball and cuts that one. The fielder could have done better, but doesn't bend down in time. The captain Santosh and lets the ball go past him towards the boundary. 28 for 2. Again wanting to cut this one right in front of the stumps. Lucky for him, it was way too short, else goes on the back foot defense. This one managed shot cover. Does the fielding, no run there. Fourth ball of the over. Onto the legs, balls are wide. Good take by the keeper. Score moves on to 29. Places down towards long off for a singles. One more run added to the total. Mirza coming to the last ball of his third over. Asking for a caught behind, not to be. So end of 5 overs, 30 for the loss of 2 wickets.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
To bowl his third over. Last over of power play. Onto the pads, plays it down towards mid-on for a single. Score moves on to 31. Suchit coming to bowl. Down the leg side. Probably brushed off the pad. Sam plays it towards wide mid-on. The man at long off doing the fielding, keeps it in the field of play. Good run, good save there. Saves 2 runs for his side. So score moves on to 33. Sam gets a chance to free his arm over the infield. Ball going towards the cover boundary. The fielder gives a chase. 2 more runs added to the total. Score moves on to 35. We're a couple of balls away from the end of power play. This time drills it down. Hits the stumps. Luckily for the non-striker, the bowler had not got any touch to it. Last ball of the power play coming up. Comes down the wicket, drives it towards covers. Completes a single, one more run added. End of 6 overs, 36 for the loss of 2 wickets. Needing another 108 of the remaining 84 balls. So look at the ball, previous one. One he drove down. Have a look at that save which Saad did. Certainly saved another couple of runs for his side. These are valuable runs for the team. Followed it up with the one he drove down. Luckily for the non-striker, the bowler hadn't touched. So 36 for 2 at the end of 6 overs as we take a quick break. Right arm over the wicket, bowls a wayward ball, starts off with a wide. Required run rate 7.64. This time plays it over mid wicket, the fielder there. Square leg. One more run added. Score moves on to 38. Faisal plays it back towards the bowler. Plays it towards point. No run there. And plays it towards a point. Takes a quick single and overthrows. So what should have been no run has resulted in 2. So 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 40. Short. Plays it towards short fine leg. Luckily for Santosh, there was a man stationed at short fine. No run added there. Last ball of the 7th over coming up. This time plays it in the air. Over. And a catch taken. Beautiful catch. This was high. This is sometimes difficult to take, but a good take. So end of Mohammad Faisal's innings. He's out caught a deep off the bowling of Santosh. 40 for 3 at the end of 7. Farhan, the new bowler. Ram taking strike. Satish, the captain, coming in at number 5. Starts at the wide. Score moves on to 41. Farhan to Ram. Taps him on the pads. They take a quick leg by. Bit of hesitation, but in the end complete the run. So score moves on to 42. Still needing another 102 of the remaining 77 balls at the rate of 7.95. Started at 7.2 at the start of the innings, slowly creeping up to 8. Satish goes back to a foolish delivery, plays back to the bowler. Satish fishing. Plays it outer half of the bat, going towards short third. Satish, the fielder there. Keeps it to a single. Now the required run rate has crept over 8. It's going to put a pressure on unless somebody plays a quick cameo to bring that required run rate down. One more run added to the total. Score moves on to 44. Lockton won't mind those singles. They'll be hoping that the fielders stop the boundaries and the bowlers don't bowl extra balls. Drills it down the ground. Protection there. The man had long on. Does the fielding, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 45. Ram batting on 16 of 17. Satish has just got 2 of the 3 balls he's faced. Farhan to bowl the last ball of this over. Cuts this one towards third man. Short third doing well to keep it to a single. So 6 runs of this over. 46 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 8 overs. Ram plays it in the air towards mid-wicket and a beautiful catch. Lockdown not missing out those catches unlike Aeon did. And see the end of Ram. He's out for 17 of 19. The pressure building, decided to break free but found the man at mid-wicket. And Santosh getting another wicket for himself and his team. Ram caught Saad, bowled Santosh for 17 of 19 with 1 boundary. New batsman Ahmed is at the crease, taking strike to Santosh. Plays it down towards wideish long off. 1 run taken. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 47. Ahmed's statistics: 13 matches, 104. As Satish plays back to a delivery, he gets a single to a short cover. Ahmed trying to cut this one, too close for comfort, no run there. Santosh in the middle of a beautiful spell. He's just given away 6 runs in the 1.3 overs he's bowled, collected 2 wickets. Hasn't let the batsman free at any point of time. This time another oik towards mid-wicket, 1 bounce. Very nearly carried to the fielder down at mid-wicket, so another run to the total. Score moves on to 49. Run rate, required run rate now crossing 8.5. It's getting difficult by every ball unless the wide is going to help. A few extras, as he said, Santosh will be hoping that he or his boys don't keep bowling those extra deliveries. They need to make sure that they try to close it out as early as possible. Cross-batted shot, wanting a bye run. The batsman Satish not interested. Ahmed was aware, but unfortunately his partner was not interested. So the chance of a run, sneaking a run missed. End of 9 overs, 50 for the loss of no wicket. 50 for the loss of 4 wickets, sorry.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a suggestor, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Comes on the wicket, plays it slowly back to the bowler. Another dot ball. Comes down the track, drills it down to the bowler, long on, 1 more run added. Abhi the fielder. Ram plays it towards long off, completes 1 run. Score moves on to 52. Full toss, plays it towards mid-wicket area. There's a fielder there. Saad, who had early taken a good catch, has kept them down to a single. So the batsman unable to find the boundary ropes, and with each passing ball, the required run rate has kept creeping up. It's already reached 8.81 now, with a couple of deliveries of the 10th over still to bowl. Beating him for pace. And outside the off stump. Last ball of the 10th over. Again trying to fancy that shot. Luckily no edge found. End of 10 overs. 53 for the loss of 4 wickets. Needing another 91 runs of the remaining 10 overs at 9.10. Clearly short of ideas as of now. Second half of the innings to begin. The chase getting quite difficult with every passing ball. They need somebody to up the ante and take on the bowlers. Nadeem is a new bowler. They need to target somebody, if not all. The right arm leg spin, wanting to cut this one, but not to be. Again trying to cut this one, but missing it by a mile. This time tossed it up, plays it over the bowler's head. Waiting for the signal. One bounce, 4. This is what they got to do. They need to attack somebody. Ahmed is trying that. He missed out on a couple of occasions, but this time it was slightly more fuller. And all he needed was to play it over the bowler's head. And quite close to going for a 6. Just a few meter or so. This time tossed up delivery. Sends it towards the mid-wicket boundary. Back-to-back boundaries. So the message is loud and clear. You need to go attack somebody. They've decided to attack Nadeem so far. Missed the first 2 deliveries. The next 2 deliveries go for 8 runs. Will want to takes a single towards mid-wicket. So getting those required 9 runs that were required in the over, with 1 more ball to spare. Tossed up delivery again. This time sends it towards the extra cover boundary. 1 more run added. Good productive over for Aeon Insurance. Getting 10 runs of that over. Score moves on to 63 at the end of 11. Needing another 81 of the remaining 9 overs. This is what they need to do. They need to get a boundary at least, and then a few singles. This time they got 2 boundaries. Ahmed on strike. He's on 13 of 11 with 2 boundaries. Sham comes into bowl. Another spinner. Again, Satish trying too hard out here. He needs to at least get bat on ball first, get a couple of runs, get a few in the middle of the bat, and then can take it on. This time plays down the wrong line and is bowled. A beauty of a ball. Sham had enticed him with the one outside the off stump, the previous one. This time making sure he bowled it within the stumps. Satish squared himself up. Have a look at the wicket again. The 5th wicket down. Skipper Satish, the 5th to go. Have a look at it. Sham with a couple of steps around direction. Ball just eluding the bat and hits the off stump. And it's goodbye Satish for now. 63 for 5. Hiren, the new man in. His career 10 matches, 36 runs, strike rate of 73.4. They could do with a cameo from him. Shaman to bowl to Hiren. Rocks back trying to cut this one. No. Contact. So no run added. 3 balls, no runs added and a wicket already. This time down the leg side. Chance of a run out at the bowler's end. And Hiren just makes it a leg by being signaled. 64 for 5. Brings Ahmed on to strike. This time again plays it towards mid wicket. Gets a single. One more added. Score moves on to 65 with 1 ball to bowl in the 12th over. Goes back and plays to 1. Plays it down to short mid wicket. Finishes a single. Safe the fielder. End of a very good over. Just 3 runs coming off it. Courtesy 2 runs and a leg by. At the end of 12 overs, 66 for 5. Needing another 78 of the remaining 48 balls. At run rate of 9.75. It remains to be seen who is the one who they can rely on to score those runs in the allotted 8 overs. Nadeem into bowl. He's given away 10 runs in the last over he bowled. called a wide, just outside the tram line. Ahmed Nadeem, the bowler, just a bit perplexed, but it's what the umpire's decision is. Tossed up delivery, plays it towards mid wicket for a single. $68 for 5. This one keeping a bit low. Nadeem not giving it too much air, just floating the ball, making sure that he doesn't give any sort of width. This one tossed up, but asking for a stumping. Umpire says not out, so the game continues. 12.3 overs gone, 68 for 5, 76 of the remaining 7.3 overs now. Required run rate creeping more than 10. Another tossed up delivery in the air, and a chance for the man at long on. Misses that one. Suchit, the fielder, did well to come around there, but couldn't hold on to that. Just a single. 69 for 5. We're coming towards 2 balls away from the closure of the 13th over. Plays this towards covers. Single there. Again, another tossed up delivery, this time towards mid wicket. Halfway down there, just 1 run. End of 13 overs, 71 for the loss of 5 wickets. This run chase getting harder and harder by every over for Aeon Insurance. Needing another 73 of the remaining 42 balls.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Tossed up delivery, just in the air. Suchit coming along well, getting his hands onto the ball, but not able to hold on to it. Mirza was quite close. Had he parried it onto him, probably he could have got a hand to it, but not to be. Ahmed survives. He's still around. Sham, full toss, plays it towards the mid-wicket area. There's a fielder there, keeps it down to a single. Need to capitalize on such balls. Needs to send this towards the boundary. Can't just do it in singles. They need some boundaries, and they need them quick and fast. Plays it in the air. The man at long on, long off again. He misses to Suchit, missing a second one. We'll have to see whether he's injured himself. 2 more runs added to the total. Back live action this time. Balls are wide. Inviting the batsman to play a shot, but balls it outside the line, so gets penalized with a wide. Score moves on to 75. Edge, this one running towards the third man boundary, and a much needed boundary for Aeon Insurance. They need to be calculative. They need to take the game deep, but they need to keep scoring those runs as well. They've already got 8 runs. They need 10 and over. They need to find the boundaries regularly. Anyhow, you play a shot, you take an edge, or but make sure you send it towards the boundary ropes, as they did it on this instance. Again, comes down the wicket, asking for an LBW. This one's going down leg side probably. Leg by signal. Nine runs scored of this over so far. Is it towards short covers, chance of a run out. Run out check sent upstairs. Let's have a look. Takes the one more frame. Yes, he's out. Short of his ground. Good piece of fielding by the keeper, by the fielder. Throws it to the keeper, who was quite alert. One hand picked and throw onto the stumps. And Hiren is short of his ground. $80 for the loss of 6 wickets. Needing another 64 runs of the remaining 37 balls. Hiren just began to strike well, but he is found short of his ground and is run out. Sham to continue. Now they're trying to cut this one. End of the over. Score remains on 80. Another 64 required of the remaining 6 overs. Overs to go, 64 more runs to get, as Nadeem comes into bowl to Ahmed. Stays back and plays this towards widest long off. Batsmen take a single. Turns around, trying to send this over fine leg. The ball just going past the middle stump. Trying to cut this one, this time called a wide. Tossed up, plays it towards covers. No protection there, and the ball races towards the boundary. So Ragish gets a boundary. Was a slow off spinner, but way too short. Ragish rocks back and cuts this one. Needing another 58 of the remaining 33 balls. Trying to cut this one again, but this time no connection. The keeper doing well to get a hand to the ball, collecting it well. Again, going back and trying to cut this one, not the ideal thing to do. .86 for 6. Last ball of the over. This time goes back and plays it towards mid wicket. Single there. .87 for 6. Santosh coming to bowl. Again he is bowling to Yagesh. This time ball races, full toss, sends it towards the cover boundary. Nobody there patrolling the boundary, so ball just eluding the infield and going into the boundary. Rakesh trying to make a contribution here. Starts off with the boundary, pressure onto the bowler. This time over the bowler's head, but falling way into the no man's land. One more run added. Score moves on to 92. They need another couple of hits in this over just to bring that run rate down. Santosh bowling to Ahmed, drives it down to the ground. The fielder at long off doing well to keep it down to a single. It's quite vital here that both the batsmen look for every possible run, put the fielders under pressure. Both of them have just ambled across for a single. They need to run hard, put the pressure on the fielder and make him do a mistake. Goes back to ball inner edges. Ball goes down to short fine for a single. Rakesh lucky to survive that. Score moves on to 94. Needing another 50 more of the remaining 26 balls. It is possible. Somebody needs to break this monotony and get a few boundaries. Another one more run, single added to the total. 49 of the remaining 25 balls. Last ball of the over. Through the batsman, but keeper doing well to make sure to get his legs to it. Tausif doing the keeping. So another 49 required of the remaining 4 overs at the required rate of 12.25. They needed 7.2 at the start of this innings. And at the moment are way behind the target. They just have another 24 balls. Remains to be seen who has got enough gas in their tank to see the team home. At the moment, Lockton just happy to run through these overs without much damage. Again, this one played high in the air, a chance of a catch and taken at extra cover. Mirza, the fielder. Finally, Ahmed finds the fielder and Mirza is not going to miss out on that. He's out for 20 of 22. Further agony for On Insurance. They've lost their 7th wicket. Have a look at it. Sham slightly more flat. Again, the bat coming on the slice of the bat rather than the full meat. Had that been a full meat, could have gone over extra cover for a 6, but not to be. Because of that, it gained height but not the distance. And Sham gets another wicket. He's bowled well. He's given away 10 runs in the 2.1 overs and he's got 2 wickets already. We'll want to finish this as early as possible. There's a man at short third who's come quite finer. Sham bowling to Anup. Edges this one towards Gully. 1 run taken. Rakesh facing Sham. Wide down leg side. Tosif doing well to take that ball. So I'm playing it down the ground. Ball just two more runs added to the total. Score moves on to 99. Fourth ball of the over coming up, trying to get another wide. So just going off radar now. He's bowled a couple of wides in the over. One more run added. Score moves on to 100 and Rakesh plays it back to his bowler. 100 for again trying to taking a quick leg by. End of the over. 101 for 7 at the end of 17. Rakesh batting 13 of 14 balls. Anup has just come. He's on 1 of 1. They need another 43 of the remaining 3 overs. Sorry.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Down leg side. Wait for the umpire signal. Calls it a wide. So 2 added to the total. The team gives away 2 extra runs. 103 for 7. Needing another 41 of the remaining 18. Every over has to go for more than 12 or 13. It's not going to help. They're walking towards the ball rather than moving their feet and playing it much more better, but called a wide by the umpire. Intention needs to just keep it within the tram lines. He knows he can toss this ball up and not get another wide. 4 runs coming off this over so far, all coming in wides. So Nadeem has to do better than this. $105 for 7. This time, is it another wide? Yes, it is. Nadeem doesn't have to do anything fancy. He just needs to make sure he keeps the ball within the line of the stumps. The batsman needs to make the entire effort. He doesn't have to do anything fancy out there. It's the batsman who has to make the initiative. But at the moment is giving away those freebies that they're looking for. Much better. Yes, protection on the offside. One more run added. It's now or never. Ragish is the man who can make something out of this. There's no point in prodding and taking singles. You need to find the boundaries. Too late. You've got to play it up front. You wait for the ball to turn, bounce and spin. You are going to be late. You've got to come down the track, manufacture something. Again, dabbing it down and playing a single. Not going to help your cause. Lockton is more than happy to give you those singles. Chance of an LBW, but height is the issue, so Anup survives. Plays it down towards long on for a single and keeps Ragish away from strikes. So end of a lengthy over, 109 for 7. Needing another 35 of the remaining 2 overs. Couple of overs left in this game. Aeon Middle East needs to take the initiative. Lockton happy to finish off these overs by giving away wides are not going to help. It's just going to lengthen the game. They've already bowled more than 8 to 10 wides. Again, this one calls it a wide. Yes, outside the tram lines is what the umpire thinks. Again, not so good thinking by the bowlers. They know that the batsman is under pressure. They don't need to take that pressure on themselves. They just need to keep it simple and in line of the stumps. Plays it over point this time for a boundary. So width was given and Anup helps himself to a boundary. Probably might not make much of a difference to the final total, but does his confidence a world of good with that boundary. Gets a chance to free his arms, which he's been trying for the last few balls. So 6 runs coming out of the first legal ball of the over. Brings the run rate down from 17.5 to a 15.82. Another couple of boundaries will make this interesting going into the last over. Answer a caught behind. Umpire says not out. So dot ball. This time too, but quite close to the stumps and beating the outside edge. Much better bowling after that boundary that he's given away. Bowls it in line of the stumps. Anup missing it by quite a bit. 2 runs scored of the first ball of the last over, needing another 25 of the remaining 5 balls. Every ball needs to find the boundary now. Calls it a wide. The umpire is quite strict on anything that's outside the line or near the line. He's called it a wide. So 24 of 5. Cuts this one towards point. Single taken. So 23 required of the remaining 4 balls. So everything has to be a 6 if they need to get over the line. Asking for an LBW down leg side. The umpire thinks that it is going down leg side, so doesn't give that. So remaining 3 balls now. It's a matter of academic interest. He tosses this one up, plays it towards covers. The short cover doesn't feel that one, goes towards the boundary. A little too late for such a result, but nevertheless helps. You score some runs, finishing going up to 124. Last 2 balls left. Look at the leg spinner. Rocks back, cuts this. The fielder at short covers doesn't put that effort, lets that boundary go. Plays it in the air. Falls short of the man at extra cover. Single taken. Last ball of the innings and the match coming up. 19 required of 1 ball. Needs to be seen how much do they get off the last ball. No run scored. So the 18-run victory for Lockton in this game. 125 for 7 is what Aon Insurance managed to get in their allotted 20 overs in pursuit of 144. As we run through the batting card. Handshakes all around between both the teams. Good spirit, just checking on each other's health. Sujit had a couple of dropped a catch and he had nearly injured himself. So run through the batting card of Aon Insurance. Fahad bowled Suchit 7 of 7. Arun Taneja 6 of 9. LBW to Mirza. Ram Prakash 17 of 19. Caught. Saad bowled Santosh. Mohammad Faisal caught by Wahab of the bowling of Santosh 9 of 11. Satish Sen bowled by Sham 5 of 11. Ahmed Kabir caught by Mirza of the bowling of Sham 20 of 22. Hiren Tanna run out by Nadeem and Muhammad 9 of 8. Rakesh Menon just trying to hold fort at the end. He scored 23 of 22 not out. Anup not out 7 of 11. 22 extras in the innings, falling short by 18 runs in pursuit of 144 as we run through the bowling card of Lockton. Six bowlers used. Mirza Beg 3 overs 17 for 1. Suchit Lal 3 overs 19, 1 wicket. Santosh pick of the bowlers, 4 overs, 24 runs, 2 wickets. Farhan Asif, 3 overs, 16 runs, no wicket. Nadeem Siddiqui, 4 overs, 30 runs, no wicket. Sham Chitade, 3 overs, 16 runs and 2 wickets. As we see the fall of wickets, we have Arun Taneja was the first to go at 14, followed by second wicket at 21, third at 40, 46. The chase never got off. Fifth wicket fell at 63, sixth at 80, and the seventh one at 95. 22 extras, and they lose by 18 runs. As we see go down for the presentations in the next few minutes. Okay, welcome to the presentation of game number 5 between Lockton and Aeon. Lockton managing to win by 18 runs. The man of the match, Captain Santosh, for his 56 and 4 for 24 runs and 2 wickets taken. Santosh, happy with the performance apart from the injury that you're carrying?
Yeah, but I think in our batting we were short by 40 to 50 runs. Some of our middle order batsmen did not click today, but I think they get a feel of the pitch now and the ground and the weather conditions. So I think we'll come back with a better total next time, but overall we're happy with the performance.
And the extras, 20 plus extras in a 20 over game must be a cause of concern for you?
Yes, it is, and I think we're going to go back to the dressing room and work on that and give a bit of a talk to the boys and see, how we can come back stronger in the next game.
Anyway, thank you for your time and all the best for the rest of the games. And we'll speak to Satish. Satish, happy that you restricted them to well below 150, but batting needs to be addressed.
Yes, definitely. The score was not much, but again, because after 1 year, it's very difficult to play the same. Everybody is busy here, in the work and that. Again, we came. So, inshallah, next match, we will try our best and hopefully we will get win for that.
Hoping to see any changes in the squad and any more players to come into the squad?
Yes. Unfortunately, some players they are injured. So hopefully next week 2 more players they will come. And they will join us. So hopefully we will get win, or we will do better more than this much.
Anyway, all the best and hope the boys come back strong and you have a better tournament. Thank you for your time. That concludes presentation for this game, as Lockton win by 18 runs. Game number 6, the third game of the triple header, coming up soon in the next 4 minutes. Thank you and stay tuned.
People, are you ready?
the ball has hit the bat. Whoa, whoa. Fielders are running to catch it. Is a six or will it be a four? We scream, we roar. Oh my God, the tension soar. The pressure, the skill on display is amazing. What can I say? Let the clocks run in millions as if cricket is our religion. Let's go. If you wanna be the best, play with courage and confidence. Level up your game to be prominent. Don't forget it's your time to shine. Play tough but remember to be kind. Let's see who tops at the finish line. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League.